All right, guys, so what we're going over today is the distributive property. So we're reviewing back over the distributive property. Guys, come looks away while we're taking notes. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over the distributive property. So there's 20 questions on that. We're going to do the first 10 together, and the second 10 are for homework. So we're going to do 1 through 10. So when we look at the first one, the distributive property says that when we have a number outside or something outside of a set of parentheses, we multiply it by everything on the inside. So what that means for us here, since the a is outside the parentheses, is going to be multiplied by the x and the 6. So it doesn't do anything to 4x. And negative 8 times x is going to be negative what? 8x. They just multiply together. They just go together. Negative 8 times x is going to be negative 8x. Now, what we're also going to do now is we're going to do negative 8 times 6. Negative 6. Well, what is negative 8 times negative 6? And again, if you need to type that in, you can type it in. We can do negative 6 times negative 8. And it should give you positive 48. Any questions on this so far? Do y'all remember this kind of vaguely? Done this before? Yes? Combine like terms. So negative 4 minus 8 is going to be what? Negative 12x. Because negative 4 minus 8, we combine them. Then we have plus 48. Yes, sir. All right. Paw Patrol. Any questions on this here? Any questions on anything we did here? Let's look at this one here. So this one here is going to be very similar to the one we just did. But instead of having 1 minus 6, we have 1 minus 2r. But again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to distribute the 8 through those parentheses, because whenever we have a number or a variable on the outside, we multiply it by everything on the inside of the parentheses. Now, it doesn't do anything to the 9, so we'll still have negative 9. Now, negative 8 times 1 is going to be what? Negative 8, because anything times 1 is just what it is. Multiplying by 1 does not change the number. Now, negative 8 times negative 2. Well, negative times a negative is a what? Positive. 8 times 2 is? And we have r. Because we'll multiply the 8 and 2. And then we have the r. Any questions on this here? Now we can combine like terms. So what terms are similar? The negative 9 and negative 8. So negative 9 minus 8 is negative 17. And that's it here. Any questions on any of this here so far? We ready for the next one? Yes? Actually, I'm going to skip that one because that one doesn't really do much different than the 2 we just did. So let's look at the next one. 5 parentheses 1 minus 8b, close parentheses, plus 10. So since the 5 is outside the parentheses, we're going to do what? Multiply it by everything that's on the inside of the parentheses. So the first thing we're going to multiply is 5 times 1. Well, what is 5 times 1? It is 5. 5 times negative 8b. Since positive times a negative is negative, now we do the 5 times 8, and 5 times 8 is 40, and then we have the b. Now we didn't do anything to the plus 10, so we just write it down. It's not changing. Now looking at this here, what are our like terms? 5 and what? 10. They're like terms. So we can combine those. So what is 5 plus 10? Minus 40b. Any questions on this here so far? Are you good with this here? Y'all remembering how to do this now? Yes? Try this one here on your own. Try this one on your own. And I will come around and check it. So what we're going to do first is we're going to multiply the 9. So we'll do 9 times 4v. Okay? So what we can do is we can go on and write it out. So we can say 9 times 4v. Yes? Minus what? 9 times... So what is 9 times 4v? We would have b. Now what's negative 9 times 9? Then what do we have?
Plus 2.
B. So what are our like terms? 36v and 2v. So combine those.
So 36v plus 2v?
So we would just really look at 36 plus 2, which is?
38.
Minus 31. That's it. Give this one a try. Yeah, because the v is with... Give the next one a try. So you did 9 times 4 and got that right, yes. We also have to do 9 times... So this isn't quite right. But so what is... So everything else is... So we have 36v. Well, what's negative 9 times 9? You can do it in there. And then we have 2v, yes? So what are like terms? 2v and? So what happens when we add those? You can do it in there. So, plus.
36. 1, 2. 38.
Give this one a try.
That's right.
No, you're right. You just left off the combined like terms. Almost. Because what do we still need? We need the v and the minus. So yeah. That's it. 36v minus 81. Yep. Because 9 times 4 is 36. Well, it should be really 38, but yeah, because we have to combine it with the other 2v. Give the next one a try. Questions?
I don't understand how to do this.
So we're distributing the 9 through. v's here. So we're going to multiply it by here and here. So what are we going to do first? We're going to do 9 times 4v, yes? And then we have negative 9 times 9 because they multiply. So what is 9 times 4v?
36.
Be 36 what? V, yes? And then we have what? Minus?
9 times 9.
Which is?
81.
Plus our 2v. Are these like terms? They both have a v, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
So they are. So we can combine those, yes? So what happens when I take 36v plus 2v? I get 30 what?
38b.
Minus?
81.
That's it. Here's the next one to try. We wouldn't divide, so we're still distributing the 6. So we're here, we're going to distribute the 6. So we don't have to divide, we're just multiplying. Question? You just missed this one right here. So when we do this, we'll do 9 times 4v. Because you have that here. Minus 9, and we'll multiply it by our 9.
81.
Plus 2v. So this is 81. 9 times 4v is 36. Yes? Did you get this here?
Yeah.
36 plus 2v.
38. That's it.
That's it.
Okay.
Because are these like terms? Go on into it, number 6.
So I went and did those, and then I got like that, and then I just added that, so I didn't.
So does anything else have an x with it?
No.
Well, these both don't have an x, right?
No.
So that means these are like terms, so we can combine those. Combine them, add, subtract them. So what do we have? 24 minus 6, yes? Or 24 plus negative 6. Or negative 6 plus 24. So I'm going to pick up with this one here. So again, when we use the distributive property, we're multiplying through. So here we're going to do 6 times x and 6 times 4 because it's on the outside of parentheses. So I'm going to write this out each individual step. So we have 6 plus, so 6 times x plus 6 times 4. We're multiplying any terms inside the parentheses. It doesn't matter how many there are. We'll multiply each and every single one of them. So here, the negative 6, there's nothing happening to it. Well, what's 6 times x? It's just 6x, yes? 6 times 4 is what? It's 24. So what are our like terms? 6 and 24. These are our like terms, aren't they? Because do they have any variables with them? No. Because numbers without variables are like, because they're the same. And any numbers that have the same variable, so just x, all the ones that just have x, are like terms. So we would combine those together. So we're going to combine these two together here and see what we get. So negative 6 plus 24 is? But we still have what? So we have 6x plus. You good? Is this one you're on, Angel? Okay. So we do 4 times n and 4 times 3. So we have 4 times n plus 4 times 3 plus 10n. Because we distribute that 4. We multiply it out. So 4 times n is 4n. 4 times 3 is 12, and then we have 10n. So what are our like terms here? 4n and 10n are the two like terms, yes? So what's 4n plus 10n? Plus, so we don't combine 10 and 14 and 12 because they're not like terms. They both don't have n.
So, that right? Did I do that one right?
70. Yes? Yes, sir. Yes. Any questions on the rest of these here? We're feeling comfortable? Yes. Question on which one? 12. You get stuck on that one? So on this problem here, we need to remember when we multiply through by the, not just 6, but negative 6, it goes with it. So we'd have negative 2a, negative 6 times 7, plus, well, really negative 6 times 4a. The negative goes with it. So negative 2a minus, and this would be minus 24a. So when we combine these two here, we get negative 26a minus 42. So again, no. If you do have questions, ask. I will work it out. I'll show you.